I'm your man, Jay Muscle, here again for another session of Speak Your Game. And if you haven't been around, I've been going through the divisions. I have went over the NFC North, and like I said before, it would seem like the Cincinnati Bengals would more likely take over that division. And like I told y'all before, give me 1 second here. My screen is not acting correctly. And like I told y'all before, I'm going to go ahead and knock out one of these other NFC divisions. And I'm going to go ahead and roll with the NFC East. And there's a team that I want to go ahead and just get them out the way because they are not my team. And I don't see how they're America's team. And with that title right there, you pretty much know I'm going to be talking about the Dallas Cowboys. As we know, last season, there was no Mike McCarthy as head coach. Brian Schottenheimer had the job. Dallas didn't do too well. Dallas finished 7-9-1. Schottenheimer was in his first year of his 4-year contract with the Cowboys. We're here in year 2. Offense was, you can't say no more than amazing. Defense, not so much, because the defense decided they were going to allow everyone to score. It was one of them situations like I talked about in the AFC North. Really don't mean nothing when you got to play keep up, catch up, keep pace with the other team because your defense can't stop a parked car. And I'm not trying to talk trash on the Dallas Cowboys. It's just facts as it is. So we all know Coach Schottenheimer can't have a repeat performance like he had last season. Tough offense, weak defense. It spells disaster for an NFL team. So my question is for NFL fans and you Dallas Cowboy fans, did they make enough moves in the offseason to offset the bad performance, we'll say, on the defensive part of last season? And they did trade up in the first round to get Ohio State safety Caleb Downs. So let's just go ahead and get into the defense of the Dallas Cowboys because, like I said, it was a problem. A very, very big problem. Dallas Cowboys last season were 32nd in score defense and pass defense. Score defense, teams were scoring at least 30 points on them, 30.1. Pass defense, your teams was passing 251 yards on The Chicago, you know what I'm saying, the Dallas Cowboy defense, terrible, terrible. I just want to say that it's terrible. Another thing about their defense, total defense, 30th with 377. Teams are almost scoring, you know what I'm saying, averaging 400 yards on their defense. Rushing defense, 23rd, 125.5. Teams are doing what they wanted to the Dallas Cowboys defense. And like I said, it's nothing if you got to keep playing catch up on the defense. I mean, offense defense just didn't do their job last season. So Dallas Cowboys decide they're going to hire Philadelphia Eagles defensive pass game coordinator and defensive back coach Christian Parker. This man got quite the resume. They hired him as defensive coordinator. If you don't have no real background on Coach Parker, Parker helped the Eagles defense be top 10 in various categories last season. Scoring defense, 5th and 19. Pass defense, 8th, 189 yards. Red zone defense, 9th with 53%. I mean, the man spent 2 years in Philadelphia, and one of those years was the Super Bowl winning year that he was on this defensive staff. So could he bring that same type of aggression and mindset to the Dallas Cowboys defense? You know, after researching Christian Parker, I mean, I like the guy. I like the guy. I feel he's a answer to a need with this Dallas defense. Dallas defense did, like I said, trade up in the draft, picked up Caleb Downs, killer safety. Even in training camp right now, there's a lot of good talk with him. So it's looking up for the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys also added linebacker Rashawn Gray from a trade with the Green Bay Packers. That was like for a 2027 4th-round pick. So question to NFL fans and Dallas Cowboy fans: can Coach Parker help turn around this Cowboy defense? And yeah, I'm gonna have to say it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say it. Like, yeah. I mean, it's going to be hard because the Dallas Cowboys, I call it a circus sometimes. It could just be a circus there. It could be everything, could be focused on everything but football. But in their defense, it seems a little different right now in the training camp and the off season and everything, because I haven't heard from Jerry Jones, the owner of Dallas Cowboys. I mean, he hasn't said nothing off the wall. It's been real quiet from Jerry Jones, which could be a good thing. Could be a good thing for you Cowboy fans. It would seem like they are focusing on the game. They have all their cards in the right place. You got Dak Prescott showing up to training camp with the Super Bowl 30 t-shirt. Whatever that means. I mean, you're showing homage. I get it. But I mean, can I be real with y'all for a minute? Let me be real with y'all for a minute. In the NFL, you got leaders. and the leaders happen to be quarterbacks. And around this time, they're getting a lot of press time. And everyone has their own way of saying how they prepare for the season. And everybody has their own way of saying, hey, I look forward to this season and doing big things. Deep in the playoffs. We want to make it to the Super Bowl. That is everybody's goal coming into the season. You will never hear a quarterback come in and say, I'm just looking to be mediocre this year, looking to be put out in the playoffs pretty early. I don't see us making the playoffs, not at all this year, and expect to be home before the playoffs start. You will never see a player or quarterback come in and say that. So over and over again during the offseason, we hear this different version of how they look at the upcoming season. And Dak Prescott's no different. He always has something. We're going to make it. We're one of the best teams. We're going to make it deep in the playoffs. And then, hey, y'all go 7-9. So, I mean, just like I said, it seems like it just seems like right now things happen to be going the Dallas Cowboys way, which I really don't like because I don't like Dallas Cowboys. They're not America's team. I'm just going to say it. They're not America's team. But, hey, they got enough fans for them to say that, so whatever. So we're going to move on. We're going to move on to the offense since I've been talking about the offense and everything like that. So last season, Dallas Cowboys offense was one of the best, top tier. They were second in total offense, 391.9. Second in passing offense, 266. Seventh in points per game at 27. Ninth in rushing offense. They were really, really good. But when you got a defense giving up 30 points per game, you're going to have to score 40 in order to win a game. And that's what the Dallas Cowboys did last season. I do believe they scored 40 2 or 3 times. And, shout out to the offense. But also at the same time, defense gave up 30. There's only a couple games where they didn't score over 14 points. All in all, the Dallas Cowboys offense was good. Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott threw for over 4,500 yards, 4,552 yards, third in the NFL. 30 touchdowns, fourth in the NFL. I really hate saying this right now. I really, really don't like saying this, but Dallas Cowboys have one of the best wide receiving duos in the league. I repeat, the Dallas Cowboys have one of the best wide receiving duos in the league. And if you've been under a rock and don't know who that could be, I am talking about CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. George Pickens had 1,400 yards, over 1,400 yards last season, 9 TDs. Lamb had over 1,000 yards, 1,077 yards with 3 TDs. Cowboys running back Javonte Williams rushed for over 1,200 yards, carried the ball 252 times, 11 TDs. Those are some pretty good numbers. And if Dallas Cowboys could duplicate, mimic copy, do over what they did last season, minus what the defense couldn't do, you might be looking at a possible good Dallas Cowboy defense going into the playoffs. Health, you know what I'm saying? Health willing, because we all know that injury bug likes to invade franchises around week 8, week 9, hit you about week 12, 13, you know, mess up your fantasy league up and everything like that. That injury bug is a motherfucker. I'm just going to say it now. The injury bug is a bitch. But if these Dallas Cowboys can pretty much redo what they did on offense last season, they could be in a good spot. As I was researching these Dallas Cowboys, I came across an article on ESPN by NFL reporter that also covers the Cowboys, Todd Archer. A really good guy. He writes really, really well. I've read a lot of his articles. He said Dak Prescott has a new saying coming into training camp. And it would seem like the whole offense, including the coach, is all aboard with this with this saying. Now, only 2 teams that I have recalled could hold this title of what they're going for this season. And the 2 teams was the Denver Broncos, when Peyton Manning was there, and the New Orleans Saints, when Drew Brees was there. And we all know Peyton Manning went to Denver and just went bananas in Denver. Denver had a high-powered defense, a really good put-together wide receiving core with the running offense. Hey, they was high-powered. Same thing with Drew Brees. I mean, had a good running game. They had multiple wide receivers that he could get the ball off to. So those are the only teams that I would be, I would even give close of giving the title of the greatest offense there is. And that's the saying the Dallas Cowboys are saying in their training camp is that's what they're shooting for. That's what they're going to be. That's what they're shooting for this season. Gotti. G-O-T-I. Gotti. My question for NFL fans, Cowboy fans, is this possible? Can the Dallas Cowboys be one of the greatest offenses there is? And that's a big plate. That's saying a lot. The greatest offense there is? When you have teams like the Kansas City Chiefs that are putting it back together, when you have teams like the LA Rams, when you have teams like the Detroit Lions, when you have teams like the Cincinnati Bengals, I'm just throwing a few of these teams that are offenses that are high-powered. And that's not even in their division, because there's a team in their division that has a high-powered offense. And that's the Philadelphia Eagles. So we're talking weapon for weapon, pound for pound, player for player, pimp for pimp. Who would y'all go with in this upcoming season as far as Cowboys and Philly? Because really, Philly only lost A.J. Brown. And as history has shown, the Cowboys have a little bit of problem of repeating offensive pluses. It's hard for them to do it consistently year after year. So, with that being said, can the Dallas Cowboys be the greatest offense there is with all these other teams that are high-powered in the offense? It's a tall order, and I'm going to have to say no. They'll be good. They'll be good. They'll be a good offense. But the greatest offense there is, when you have Cincinnati Bengals, Kansas City Chiefs, the Buffalo Bills, the Los Angeles Rams, the Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, they lost their running back, but they did win the Super Bowl last season. The greatest offense there is, that's a tall order. That's a very tall order. I want to get y'all's thoughts on that. You know what I'm saying? Leave y'all comments down at the bottom. But like I always do, after I go over a team, I have to give you my prediction for them. And after looking over this Dallas Cowboys schedule, there's some quite possibilities for these Dallas Cowboys. And their schedule may help them out of getting into the playoffs without being a wild card. But they still have the Philadelphia Eagles in their division. So, with that being said, week 1, they play the Giants in New York. The Giants have a new coach, trying to change the culture. I don't see the Giants going too well with the Dallas Cowboys. So, with that being said, week 1 and week 17 are automatic wins for the Dallas Cowboys. So, they're going to sweep the Giants. I'm going to put that out there. Week 2 is the Commanders. They also play the Commanders week 18, last game of the season. I'm going to say they're going to surprise everyone and go 2-0 that first week, but they're going to split the Washington Commanders, and that week 18 is going to mean more to the Commanders because they're going to put that L on the Dallas Cowboys. And depending on how their season goes, it may hurt them little, may hurt them a lot. We're going to go into week 3. Week 3, Baltimore Ravens with new coach, new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator. It's going to be too much. Yeah, I'm saying it. It's going to be too much for the Dallas Cowboys in week 3. So here we go with their first L to Baltimore Ravens. Houston Texans, I'm going to give, you know what I'm going to go ahead and give it to the Cowboys. It's going to be a head-to-head, weapon for weapon, player for player, pimp for pimp. I think they're going to be a little bit too much for the Houston Texans, so they're going to get the win on that. Week 8, they play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home. Player for player, pimp for pimp. It's going to be a hard game for the Buccaneers, but we all know I'm a Tampa Bay fan. So we're going to go ahead and go with Dallas going to go get that win. But here's the flip side of that. Week 6, they play Green Bay at Green Bay. And we all know the history of Green Bay and the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to lose that game in Green Bay. Followed up with a Monday night with the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to say that one will be also a loss also. So by week 7, we're looking at 1, 2, 3 losses. 4-3. Not too bad. Not too bad, 4-3. Week 8, they play the Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals is still on a rebuild phase. So they're gonna get the rebuild. They're gonna get the win over the Cardinals. That's an easy one, and that's at home for the Dallas Cowboys. Kind of a questionable game going to week 9. I know Daniel Jones is back. Is it going to be the same Indianapolis Colts that we saw of last season and just a little better outcome? We don't know, but. That's going to be a crucial game for them. That's going to be a crucial game, but I'm going to give them a win on that. The game that I do see them losing is the San Francisco game if everyone is healthy. If everybody's healthy on the San Francisco 49ers, Cowboys lose that game. Week 11, they play the Tennessee Titans. Once again, you got Will Levis still learning. So it just got, it's going to be just a flip of the coin of how the Tennessee Titans are going to be. But as far as playing the Dallas Cowboys, that's going to be a win for the Cowboys. Week 12, Thanksgiving Day. They play the Philadelphia Eagles. And they're going to split the Eagles. They're going to lose one and win one. So they're going to win on Thanksgiving Day. But week 13, they play the Super Bowl champs, the Seattle Seahawks. Flip of the coin on that. That is going to be a crucial game for them. They could win that. It would mean more to them if they do win it as far as their season. But I do got an L for the Dallas Cowboys when they play the Seattle Seahawks week 13. Also an L for week 15 when they play the Los Angeles Rams. Yeah, I got to give them a loss. That defense is top tier. Dallas is going to have to do a lot of good playing to trample that Los Angeles Rams defense. If healthy. Hey, somebody could get hurt and the tide could shift to the Dallas Cowboys. Week 16, they play the Jacksonville Jaguars. They'll get that win. And then, like I said before, week 17, they play the Giants. That'll be a win for them also. But week 18, Washington Commanders, that's going to be a win for the Commanders, loss for the Dallas Cowboys. And even with how this schedule looks, it don't look too bad for the Dallas Cowboys. I got them at 10-7. So, depending on how the Philadelphia Eagles pan out, it might be the Dallas Cowboys. But those key games against the 49ers, the Super Bowl champs, the Seattle Seahawks, and the Los Angeles Rams, those games, they're going to have to win. Like, either it'd be good for them if they got all three, possibly 2-1, even 1-3 out of those games. They're going to have to win one of those games for it to be give them a real shot in the playoffs. But what are y'all thoughts on the upcoming season for the Dallas Cowboys? I would like to hear y'all's thoughts in the comments. Go ahead and leave y'all's thoughts down in the comment section. This is Speak Your Game. I'm Jay Muscle. If you like it, go to YouTube, give a thumbs up. Hey, show me some love. That's all I got for y'all in this session. Like I said, I just wanted to get the Dallas Cowboys out of the way because I just don't like dealing with circuses. I didn't even like going to Barlin Bailey Circus when I was a little kid. You know what I'm saying? I don't like circuses, and that's what Dallas Cowboys seem like from time to time, is a big circus. So coming in the next session, I will be going over the New York Giants. Yeah, I'm going ahead and get them out of the way too because I like Coach Harbaugh and everything. I just think it's going to take him a minute to get that team the way he needs it. But I'm Jay Muscle. This is Speak Your Game. You're going to have to catch me next time for the Giants. Go ahead and check out my YouTube page. I do have all the AFC division teams already categorized and predicted. Go ahead and give them a look. But next time y'all see me, we will be talking about the New York Giants and the NFC East. Once again, my name is Jay Muscle, and I will catch y'all next time. Y'all be easy.